Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy DonDon Gaming back here with another video. Today's video, we are going to be going over these two new cards that 2K surprisingly has added in today. So, starting it off, as most of you guys may or may not know this, we had these transparency packs. These packs right here, more so the Friday drop that released on Wednesday because of Thanksgiving being Thursday, yesterday. Also, happy, belated Thanksgiving to everyone out there. And then Friday, meaning today, we have now Black Friday. So, surprisingly enough, most Black Fridays, 2K are usually just like, yeah, we'll release a bunch of packs for a decent discount, as well as that we're getting a takeover card since we did not get that on Wednesday with the packs. So, surprisingly enough, we have Al Horford to go over as a new takeover card for this weekend. That, weirdly enough, nobody's going to be able to, everyone has to actually grind to get him, because since they already finished limited on Wednesday, it's just like you can't get Al Horford at all. So, it's like if you want Al Horford, you had to grind for him, sadly. And then as well as that, we got our first Opal, which is quite interesting, quite confusing, but also quite cool because it's PG-13, well, PG-24, but, Paul George. So we'll go over these cards in their entirety, and let's see what's up. So Al Horford, our last Season 2 takeover card of the season, center power forward, 6'10", 7-foot wingspan, hot zones everywhere. Pretty solid finishing badges all around. He can't hold Limitless or Acrobat, but he can hold every single badge already. He does have Gold Bully, which is very helpful, and Masher. Shooting wise, he has pretty much all the shooting badges that you pretty much need, but it would probably be helpful to have like guard up or comeback kid. Playmaking wise, I definitely advise you guys to add on a quick first step, if any badge, but other than that, he can't hold anything else that really matters. Defensive wise, he's actually very, very good defensively. I wish his glove was at least on gold or Hall of Fame, but bronze I think is okay. He can't hold Challenger though, which is kind of a problem, but not the biggest of deals. But badge wise, he's pretty nicely built. Stat wise, pretty solid defense, pretty solid inside scoring. Rebounding is great. His speed ball is very low, and especially his ball handling is very low. His three-point shot is pretty good. His vertical for a 69 is not great, but I think you can get away with it finally. Is the only way you will be able to use it is if you're trying to block a shot, because he's not gonna be able to dunk like that since he doesn't have Limitless or a good speed ball. But he's not too shabby. Al Horford based on normal timing, I don't know how that is, so I can't say if that jump shot's gonna be great or bad. Basically, which is not really it. Joel Embiid, basically big man dribble saves, which are bad. So it's going to be interesting enough. I think he's definitely a nice card, but I don't think it's worth literally for 1 week having to grind 15 unlimited wins, 25 TTO and clutch time online wins, and 35 offline. It's just not worth it for this card, my personal opinion. But he's not that bad of a card if y'all do pull him out of the vault or off boards, so keep that one in mind. But he is pretty solid of a takeover card. Now, going over the most interesting card of today, we have 97 overall Paul George, special edition. So this one is called special edition, so I'm guessing it's a different section of my team. So he's a small forward, power forward, obviously. For our first Opal, we're going to have to see him at a different position. 6'9", 6'11" wingspan. Households pretty much everywhere besides from the right wing. Not too shabby. Total badges. He has Hall of Fame Bully. Ooh, fast twitch. Finishing wise, this guy's going to be it. I definitely advise you guys to add on Slithery, maybe even Masher and Giant Slayer, but he's pretty solid defensively. The Hall of Fame Blue is going to really be a problem. Shooting badges, though, he has pretty much every shooting badge in the game. You can put every single one of them on him as well. Playmaking badges, he has everything you pretty much need, but maybe you might want to add on Dimer if you really want to, but it's not that needed. Defensive-wise, though, he's probably one of, if not the best defender, honestly. The only problem is that he doesn't hold Anchor. That's kind of my only negative about the card, but you don't really need Rebound Chaser or Box Out Beast just because he doesn't have the highest of rebound, like a high 80s or 90s, but you can add that onto him if you would like. Stats wise, he's pretty much perfect, but minus the strength. But 70 strength is going to be okay if you guys want to reach a small forward. The only problem is if you go against a Ben Simmons or a Tim Thomas, where they might abuse that a little bit. But other than that, there's not too many people that are going to be able to abuse that. He can't really do anything in the post, so keep that in mind as well. Tendency-wise are pretty bad, but he has Paul George base, which is pretty solid in my opinion. Normal leaner, which, is pretty good. Pro dribble style, which is not good. Paul George's dribble saves, which are, they're not the greatest, but they're usable. They're easy to get away with, so definitely not bad. Let's look at the comments. What are people saying here? Is he even better than Jimmy? Oh, that's a good question. Is he better than Jimmy? Well, the only difference is that Jimmy can run the 2 compared to Paul George, which he runs the 3. So that's definitely something that you got to hold up against, but Paul George is definitely a lot better. The only difference is that Jimmy Butler has a little bit +2 in the defense, if anything, and way better in the post. That's kind of the only difference you're going to get with Paul George. And also his strength is better. But Badge wise though, like shooting badges definitely goes to Paul George. Playmaking goes to Paul George. Finishing wise, to be honest, goes to Paul George. But defensively, it definitely goes to Jimmy Butler with him having more Hall of Fame badges. But if you guys do have Jimmy Butler, y'all run him and Paul George together, that's gonna be a nasty wing. That's gonna be nasty positioning. So, but Paul George is definitely probably one of, if not one of the best one of the best opals in the game. The only question is how you get him. That I wish I could give you guys in this video, but I do not know at this point. Nothing has been tweeted out or anything like that, but I hopefully can figure out what it is and let you guys know as soon as possible. But for Paul George, though, he's definitely worth it. However you guys can get him. My only concern is that since he doesn't have like a non-auctionable or like original owner pack, he is probably going to be a packable card, which is going to be extremely, extremely concerning because, number one, is 2K going to get their money for that? Yes, but at the same time, it's going to be really hard to find him. And since he's the first Opal, he's probably going to go for about like 1.5 million. So, but if he is somehow obtainable minus packs, that's going to be extremely good. But with all that being said, though, I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'll keep you guys updated as to whenever we get an update as to where we can get this Paul George at. But all around, though, if you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. And with all that being said, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.